All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Sowin versus Infi taking place here on Twisted Meadows. Over here, we have Infi spawning as the red human player on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, all the way on the other side of the map, we have Sowin spawning as the blue orc. Orc versus human in this 1v1, and we'll be getting underway. Thank you, Shocky Socks, for the kind words. Anyone who tuned into my stream just moments ago probably noticed that I was playing Tetris 99. It is a new battle royale version of Tetris that is free to play if you have a Switch. And I thought battle royale games were gonna be the death of everything, but that was pretty fun. But trying to stream that, unfortunately, there's a lot of lag, and for some reason the splitting wasn't quite working. So I may have to, I don't know, let me guys know. Some people said, hey, I want to see you try it out. If there is enough comments or enough people want to watch me play Tetris 99, I will go ahead and try that, just so you guys get a gauge of how good/bad I am with the screen lag. I placed, I think, 29th or 28th. Without the screen lag, I got one 11th place and then two 4th place finishes. So, yeah, I'm fairly decent at Tetris. I don't know. Do you consider that good? Let me know in the comments below, or in the chat if you think a top 5 finish in Battle Royale Tetris is good. Anyways, let's go ahead and break off into this game off over here. We have Infi opening up. He will be going for an Archmage. I am doing very well, thank you for tuning in. And he is going to be going up against a Blade Master. Wow. The days of seeing an Archmage going up against a Blade Master, not something very, very often anymore. And one thing that I do want to make or point a reference to in this matchup, Infi is human, but he was random human, so this may change things up just a little bit. You know what? I'm going to switch colors. Otherwise, it is nearly impossible to figure out where the Blade Master is while he's wind walking. Never saw a Tetris from you. Gonna check out later. Maybe. I didn't record it. Oh, I should have recorded it. Oh well. Anyways, Archmage is gonna be going up against that footman there, or that grunt there. You know what? I'm gonna have to buy an HDMI splitter and actually use the HDMI splitter as the, what's it called, as opposed to actually using the capture card splitter, because there is some major delay when I go ahead and try and do that. Anyways, Blade Master, double water elementals. Blade Master now going to be coming across Archmage. This is a problem for Infi. Infi has used up 2 water elementals already and has yet to get any experience. The downside is that the Archmage is heavily mana dependent during the early stages of this matchup. And by not having any experience, or perhaps having some of that experience denied, the Archmage will not get Brilliance Aura. It's kind of like, the reverse of the snowball effect. Since you cannot place down any more Archmages, you seem to get into a more and more uncomfortable situation. Now, let's take a look back across over here. Footman hiding off over there. Blade Master has gotten a little bit of experience. Meanwhile, the Archmage has Boots of Speed as well, and this is, rather unorthodox already. This is a strategy that is, common to days of old now, patch 1.29, as the Archmage now makes its way forward. Is it going to get the kill? Yes, it does. Archmage finally on the board with a little bit of experience, but has already taken quite a fair bit of damage onto that footman. That footman now going to be running for dear life. Blade Master of Sowin in an uncomfortable spot. He's not really doing any damage, and he's just simply walking around. Meanwhile, Archmage and Footman are dishing out that damage back and forth. This new water elemental trying to chase down those grunt. Blade Master does not have a healing salve, but the Voodoo Lounge is here ready to go. Altar of Storms already showing a Shadow Hunter. We are going into the Tauren Totem now, and we are also going into the Bestiary. Downside of this means that you are not going to be looking at shamans with Purge, but perhaps disenchant from those Spirit Walkers. Spirit Walkers, however, want to save much of their mana for disenchants. And, well, I was going to be able to get a body block. Yeah, oh, no. Unable to finish off that body block there as the Mountain King now making its way back out. Now, you take a look at this. This Archmage is still sitting at level 1. This is the problem that I was mentioning. Oh, and a beautiful, beautiful body block here by Soin, purposely pulling 2 peons off of the gold mine. If you did not know, while peons are mining, they have no collision radius. Soin, realizing this, says, you know what? I'm just going to pull these 2 peons out of the mining line. They are all of a sudden going to have a collision radius, and that Archmage will have nowhere to go. Beautiful play by Soin, and Infi now, well, in a very, very uncomfortable situation. Archmage sitting at level 1, 6 minutes into this game. This is not going to be good, as the Blade Master is already sitting at level 2 and the Shadow Hunter is out as well. What most likely will happen, the Shadow Hunter will get to the Blade Master will get to level 3, and once that happens, the Blade Master will heal back up and chase after the Archmage and the Mountain King, putting pressure while the Shadow Hunter does the remaining little bit of creeping. Priests are now out onto the field, though. We're going to look back down across here. Sorceresses are out as well. Archmage, well, not going to be providing any sort of leadership capabilities. It's almost like the Archmage was the second hero with a Mountain King first. Boots of Speed, however, on a Mountain King is very dangerous indeed, especially with, well, overall how movement speed has been buffed. All right, let's take a look at this Stormbolt onto that Grunt. Grunt could end up getting taken down. 1, 2, 3, there it goes. Scroll of Speed now being used in order to prevent any sort of, well, the Blade Master is back around. No Dust of Appearance. I thought I saw a Dust of Appearance, but perhaps it did not land on him, and the Blade Master gets that final kill there. Tome of Experience, however, should be given to the Archmage. Archmage needed that to get to level 2. Mountain King, however, wanted it more to prevent the Blade Master from possibly stealing that tome. Shadow Hunter now sitting at level 2. Blade Master is still sitting at level 2 as well. Still doing a bit of harassment as the Blade Master gonna finish off this footman here. And this may end up giving level 2 or level 3 to the Blade Master. Yes, it does. Now level 3 on that Blade Master. Level 2 Windwalk is what he needs in order to harass effectively while still being able to get away. Infi sitting at 41 supply. Soin sitting at 43 now. Meanwhile, in the corners, we are going into an Arcane Vault finally for Spellbreakers. Interestingly enough, we are also getting the Arcane Sanctums up with Adept Training. I don't see any Adept Training for the Priest, though, unless it was started much longer ago. Nope, it's still yet to be done, and you can see the effects of of that Brilliance Aura. And that Brilliance Aura finally out onto the field, but the Priests are so low on mana. Blade Master sitting right here. What's going to happen? Is it going to try and finish it off? There's the Dust of Appearance. A Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. It does get taken down. Mantle of Intelligence, however, stolen by the Blade Master, as the Mountain King could try and Stormbolt again. All right, there is the Stormbolts once more. Mountain King does have enough mana to try and clear up. There's a Thunderclap. No, will he be able to Stormbolt? No, he will not. Turns into a little seal, and that is a problem. All right, Scroll of Speed. Mountain King comes across, gets a Stormbolt off onto the Raider. Raider did have a Scroll of Speed under effect, but unable to get away. Boots of Speed. A second pair onto the Mountain King. A quick resell, but gold was lost in that transaction. Blade Master now heading way back down across over here. Archmage, well, boulder to the head of the Archmage once more as the Spellbreakers are joining out onto the field as well. Ogre Warrior quickly going to get taken down. There goes one. More Ogre Warriors could get taken down as well here. There goes another. I don't believe, no, Blade Master is coming in from behind. A boulder or some sort of effect could be coming into play here as we're looking at, well, creeps slowly getting taken out. Spirit Link across multiple units. Going to be difficult to focus fire any single unit. and then Healing Wave will also mitigate much of that damage as well. Militia, however, being called back out. Blade Master could be going after, yes, all of those sorceresses. Low hit point Footman trying to get away. There it goes, getting taken down. Kodo Beast could try and eat up some units as well, as the militias are just eating their way through. Kodo Beast slowly digesting up a Spellbreaker, and Soin is playing so well right now as he's been able to take down multiple units. However, Archmage getting up to level 3 as both sides are losing a lot of units. Spirit Walkers with plenty of disenchants to stop those water elementals. Kodo Beast still out onto the field, 47 compared to 45, but all of the additional peasants are just causing congestion, and there's also so much slow across all of the grunts and the other orc units. Archmage now trying to get away. Mountain King, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability could be used. Raiders now looking to back away as well. Archmage looking to back up here. Sorceresses using that hit and run tactic. If you know you're walking faster than your opponent, get some distance and then fire off an attack. Archmage in trouble, down to 38, down to 3 hit points. It gets taken out by a Spirit Walker's magic attack, and the fact that there was no priest with this spell comes back to haunt him as the Archmage gets taken down. Archmage low on mana, low on hit points, and barely providing any brilliance aura to these sorceresses here. Infi is in trouble. Level 3 on the Mountain King, level 3 on the Archmage, going up against a level 4 Blade Master and almost a level 4 Shadow Hunter. Also, very nice items on that Shadow Hunter as well, as that Shadow Hunter should be able to get back up into the mid 300s of mana before the next fight. Alright, no, it looks like he's going to be bringing the fight quickly this time. Raider could throw down an ensnare. There's an ensnare onto a priest. Raider now looking to back up. Spirit Link tries to save it. Mountain King going to have some problems. Scroll of Town Portal quickly used. As you saw, the Mountain King purposely ran up to the Shadow Hunter just to try and disrupt that Clarity Potion. Good use right there. Shadow Hunter, what is it gonna do here? It could try and, I thought it would perhaps try and hex down one of these units. Blade Master gets Inner Fire, or gets a Forest Troll Warlord with Inner Fire up in that front line. However, heavy armor quickly dealt with by those Spirit Walkers. Alright, Shadow Hunter up to level 4, Blade Master at 4. We also see a Pendant of Mana that is quickly given to the Shadow Hunter before casting. And let's take a look at this +9 intelligence Shadow Hunter here. Dropping that Pendant of Mana and will greatly increase the amount of effectiveness of that Potion of Mana. If you guys don't know why, well, I can't really easily explain it to you right now. All right, population count. Soin is the only one that's actually on the screen here. What's going on here? How come population? Okay, there we go. Gonna go ahead and fix that back up. Soin sitting at 54 compared to Infi's 46. An expansion looks like it is ready and underway. Mountain King finally gets up to level 4. And this is looking okay right now for the human. He doesn't have an expansion. That is a bit of a shock, but Soin is also in low upkeep hell. He's at 58 over 60 supply. He has Wind Riders, which will be helpful as well, but there's nothing in the belly of that Kodo, which you obviously want extremely often. Blade Master here, ready to go. Mud Golem gets in a quick slow across those units, as the Forest Troll Trappers will get taken down in pretty much, record time with the size of this army. Meanwhile, Infi is continuing to clear out rather difficult creep camps. Mountain King also has an Amulet of Spell Shield, which will be extremely effective against those hexes. Archmage also sitting at level 4 now, so Infi really doing a good job, doing a major bit of catch-up in terms of experience. Archmage at level 4 with Bloodlust and Inner Fire should be able to clear out this last creep camp over here. And who is going to come out on top using this mid-game strategy? Shadow Hunter sitting at 4, Blade Master sitting at 4. Is there going to be, a caught out of position? That is the big question. Blade Master, does not catch these units, doesn't see the sorceresses. This is at nightfall, and because it was at nightfall, perhaps you didn't really know what was going on here. Invisibility on a sorceress. Blade Master unable to protect a raider as the raider gets stunned. There is a big thunderclap across multiple units. However, the Wind Riders now quickly going after multiple sorceresses in the backfield. Sorceresses in the backfield take a lot of damage. They're able to get focused down very quickly. A beautiful invisibility again. And Wind Riders with slow attack incredibly slowly, saving that sorceress there. All right, a little bit more healing getting underway. This low hit point sorceress, under the effects of the passive regenerate or the regeneration scroll of regeneration. Orc versus human, yeah, looks like a great game. It is. Thank you. Wind Riders now coming across here. Manual of Health will be left behind. Shadowhunter sitting at 4. Where is that Blade Master? Blade Master sitting at 4 as well. Shadowhunter finally gets to 5. Uses a wow, an 1100 mana Shadowhunter. It's an 1100 mana Shadowhunter at level 5. All right. If there just simply may be too much healing and spell casting from that Shadowhunter to be done. With Spirit Link, with Hex, with Healing Wave constantly going. Yeah, like drop all of those, use the mana potion now, and then pick it all back up, right? That's pretty much record mana already. Sitting at 1090, did it give an item to that Blade Master? Yeah, it gave a Circlet of Nobility to the Blade Master to drop down below 1100 mana. I mean, after the first 1,000, who needs the next 1,000, right? Archmage, Mountain King getting up to level 5. The second heroes actually leveling out their first, or out-leveling their first heroes. Mountain King with double Robe of Magi as well. All right, that is a bit of a head-scratcher for me. The Mountain King rarely needs that much mana. I don't actually know what I'm more afraid of. A 500 mana Mountain King or a 1,000 mana Shadowhunter. I've never seen them in the same game. All right, here we go. Ready for the engagement. Scroll of Speed quickly being used to try and dive in onto those sorceresses. Water Elementals going after those units. Thunderclap across all units there. Spiritling trying to save. And sorceresses are just invising each other, making it difficult to play this game of cat and mouse. Spirit Walker going to get taken down there. Oh, wow. Healing Wave used at just the right moment. Militia joining in on the fight as the Spirit Walkers quickly go into the ethereal form, only to still get finished off. 65 compared to 56. Sorceresses still making their way back out. The Wind Riders, however, are slowed, so that is going to cause a bit of problems trying to focus down all of those units. Spellbreakers going after more units here. Kodo Beast going to get taken down. Shadowhunter to also taken down here as the Archmage gets to level 5. Blade Master continuing to battle it out. More and more Thunderclaps here. I believe this is level 3 Thunderclap. Level 3 Thunderclap slowing down all the units. And with the Shadowhunter now dead, apparently I've answered my own question. I am more afraid of a level 5 Mountain King with, well, 500 mana. Those Thunderclaps were pretty much non-stop. Add in the fact that there was an Amulet of Spell Shield on that Mountain King, and it prevented a very critical Hex early on. I thought I heard the sound right there. Why did Orc fight in a sandwich? He was trying to fight in position, put pressure on the human base at a time where he knows his opponent would normally try to expand. By forcing him at home, it does prevent him from setting up an expansion, but at the same time, in the same way right now, he is hurting. Shadowhunter trying to get resurrected. Peons gonna work overtime to try and save this. The Spellbreakers are gonna do a tremendous amount of damage. The Water Elemental, Mountain King, oh, follow-up clap. It is going to be a slow clap here in just a moment. Nope, Mountain King decides to head back here. Scroll of Speed being used again. And the problem really is that the Wind Riders using Scroll of Speed in order to chase back down units, they still attack extremely slowly from that slow. 47 supply compared to 46. Level 3 clap non-stop. Can't heal fast enough and too much damage. It also prevents so much damage as well. Spellbreakers nearly maxed out on mana. Wind Riders looking to target key units. Shadowhunter will make its way out And once it is out onto the field, that Altar of Storms, well, will pretty much no longer be targeted. Sorceresses, Water Elementals, all here, ready to go. Kodo Beast, nothing in its belly. 49 supply compared to 46. 2 bases to 1. There is no expansion here as of yet. Continuing this fight, Voodoo Lounge taking down a a very productive building that Orc players want to retreat to during times of trouble. Kodo Beast, did it get anything in its belly? Yes, it got a Water Elemental. It feels full. But, well, like a very good meal full of water, you just feel like in a couple of minutes, nothing was really there. All right, Shadow Hunter, quickly using potions, picks everything back up to 700 mana once more. Mountain King easily finishes off multiple peasants here, and now goes invisible. All right, Invisible Mountain King, you can know how much of a problem that is. Ensnares onto sorceresses to prevent them from going invis. Mountain King could make its way over here. Water Elemental could get taken down. Blade Master could get to level 6. Shadow Hunter is sitting at level 5. Will the Blade Master get to 6? Yes, it does. We do have a possible Blade Storm here as the Shadow Hunter tries to save some units. Healing Wave, trying to keep all the units alive. Shadow Hunter down to 276 hit points. Does try to get away. There's a Thunderclap. Is the Shadow Hunter going to get finished off? Yes, it does. Mountain King now at Avatar instead, as well, the Blade Master tries to finish off an Archmage. Archmage, however, with a Potion of Invulnerability and a Scroll of Town Portal, I believe this is going to be the beginning of the end. Or is this a well-timed Blade Storm finishing off multiple units? Okay, it is a well-timed Blade Storm finishing off multiple units, as that, well, 4, I believe, Spellbreakers were lost. I still don't know who's winning in this fight. Wind Riders now backing up, losing a level 5 Shadow Hunter. Does hurt a lot as we see a transfer of items there. True Shot Aura. Wind Rider's now trying to get away. Finally gets a disenchant off. As Spirit Walker trying to head back as well, but too much slow. So many problems as the Archmage gets to level 6. Archmage now at level 6. We have Mass Teleport on the table. That Blade Storm was absolutely beautiful, as we are now looking at an expansion being done and completed by Infi. Sowin is in so much trouble now as Infi finishes off this Great Hall expansion. No more mining in the main bases. Shadow Hunter getting resurrected. Sowin pretty much going to rely on the army that he currently has to try and eke out a victory. It is going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Wind Riders are making their way over into the corners, but the problem is the Mass Teleport. Now that the Archmage can easily and freely roam about the map, he's going to be able to be pretty much everywhere at once. Amulet of Spell Shield and Mountain King, Boots of Speed, Ring of Protection, Amulet of Spell Shield makes him much more difficult. This game is a CG. It is a replay. It is not a custom game. It is a replay. It was a ladder game from the NetEase servers, so that's why there is no observers here. Anyways, let's take a look at the Shadow Hunter now out onto the field. I thought we perhaps could have seen some sort of Stormbolt go down onto that Shadow Hunter. All right, drop some items. Now quickly uses a Potion of Mana, picks it back up, already up to 500 mana. Stormbolt onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter says, you know what, I'm fine right now. As Mass Teleport gonna teleport off over here. The Wind Riders back off in time. All right, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 5, almost level 6. More potions of mana being used around. A pendant finally given to the Blade Master. Hopefully he'll be able to use a little bit more, and it may really come down to perhaps the Blade Master having a very nice Blade Storm once more. If the Blade Storm goes across all of these units, all of these casters, if he can wind walk into a good spot, well, that would pretty much be the death. Wind Riders are here. Do they spot all this? Scout Tower is right there. It is going to try to be constructed. Mountain King is nearby. Gonna go straight after that scout tower. Can you finish it off? Can you finish it off? That's gonna be the key question. Oh my gosh, one more shot would have finished it off. Blade Master now gonna show up to the party. There, are we gonna see the Blade Storm? Yes, we are. Blade Storm across multiple units. So many units getting taken down, but they all spread apart in time. Blade Master finally makes its way back out. Kodo Beast making its way over. And let's take a look. Blade Master trying to make this way back down, taking down some Raiders and a Spirit Walker as well. That Thunderclap dealing so much damage. Hex, invisibility. Can't attack what you can't see as the Kodo Beast getting storm bolted, and I believe this is the end. Sowin losing the Kodo, and now the Blade Master at level 6, Shadow Hunter at level 5, not enough. Sowin is in trouble, and I think this is gonna be the end here. Last grunt, everything is riding on this grunt there. It gets taken out. Two big heroes, not enough to save this fight here. Stormbolt onto the Shadow Hunter. Critical strike onto there. Healing wave. Once again, no Spirit Link to spread out all of that damage. Mountain King double backs around. Is it going to be able to healing wave again? No, it is not. Blade Master could try and finish off some other units, but that is going to be the end. Some big item drops for Infi in this game as he comes away with the victory. That game really came down to items, and items on both sides of the table were equally impressive. Shadow Hunter with over 1100 mana, Mountain King at level 5 with over 500 mana. Those slow claps, pun intended, just absolutely destroyed the morale of Sowin's army. And adding in the fact that you can't dispel those effects since it is a physical, technically it's a magical effect, but it's not a debuff. It's well, it is a debuff. You know what I'm saying. Disenchant doesn't remove Thunderclap slow. It also had a very wide area effect at level 3, and that was just far too much. If Infi was not paying attention, or if Infi was unable to save that scout tower, which was providing sight against that Blade Master perhaps could have used Blade Storm long enough to take out and finished off more of those casters. That critical damage right there was really the difference between a GG for Sowin and a GG for Infi. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.